Can you explain the science behind reagent consumption with the MACH?
So I think, it's probably time we address the other elephant in the room. And by that I mean not energy consumption, because that's the first elephant in the room. So you need power to run a mine and to run a metallurgical operation. But having said that, you can also be wise with how you generate power and how you utilize it so that you can conserve that energy and save the environment. And that's a big drive that we're on now, with this drive towards a carbon net zero situation in the year 2050. However, there are other things on a plant that are not necessarily great for the environment, but you do require it. And that's reagents. So that's the cyanide and all the organic float reagents, etc., that we have to add into the system in order to extract the minerals, the target minerals, out of the system. And at the end of the day, yes, reagents are necessary evil on a gold plant. You would never one would never be able to do away with it completely. But the problem is that the reagents are being added in way in excess of the stoichiometric amount, way in excess of the required dosage. Now, you're always going to add in excess of stoichiometric. So, and that's because you're trying to achieve a desired result. You want to push the chemical reaction towards those products that you're looking for. Yeah. So you need reagents a little bit in excess.
Okay.
Not necessarily 3 times in excess.
Yes,
and that's what I'm getting at. So if you apply a MACH onto these systems, you can get away with, say, 2 times excess, not 3 times.
Yes.
So it's still a reagent, say you're still in excess, but you're adding less. And typically that's how it works out. About 30% that's the reduction you can get in the reagent additions, which not only saves you money, it's saving the environment, because now you're not discharging all of that chemical out onto the tailings dam, etc., or to your tailings disposal facilities. So there's less risk on the environment. But yeah, it all gets down to, why do plants use that much reagent? It's poor mass transfer. So it's the conventional equipment that they're using where the mass transfer is not great. And to make up for the poor mass transfer, you've now got to compensate by dosing in extra reagent to get the same result. So now if you bring the efficiency of the MACH into it and use the MACH in these systems, you get the better mixing. You can also dose reagents directly into the vacuum ports of MACH for even more efficiency. You sort of address this mass transfer issue, and you're now greatly improving the mass transfer. So you can reduce your oxygen consumption, because you've improved the gas dissolution efficiency of the oxygen. You can reduce cyanide consumption, because you can dose cyanide directly into the reactor. And the cyanide is quite volatile, so a lot of it will want to flash off. Yeah. And you can prevent that by dosing it into the reactor. And then the very, very high mass transfer that you get just with the mixing, those Reynolds numbers that run into the millions, between the Venturis of the MACH reactor, that gives you such efficient mass transfer. And that is how you're able to then achieve this reduced reagent dosage, which translates into both monetary saving and the positive spin-off on the environment. However, monetary saving for the plant, there's always going to be someone who's going to be unhappy, and reagent manufacturers are not necessarily the happiest people in this scenario. Because you've now, for example, you've cut their bill or their income, say, of cyanide by 30% a month.
Sure.
And then they're always, I wouldn't say they're the friendliest towards me.
Of course.
Because I'm cutting their business in a way.
Yeah.
However, I would like to extend I was going to say fig leaf, but no, that's for something else. An olive branch.
Yes. Yeah.
An olive branch to reagent suppliers and say, collaborate with Gold Ore.
Yeah.
Work together with us with the MACH, and let's develop new reagents that we can bring to market, that we can provide to the industry that maybe in the past, maybe you would have thought it's too expensive, or it's too oily and you can't mix it into a slurry. We can overcome those challenges and find new avenues for everybody.
Sure.
New business opportunity, new ways to make money. There's always a way.
Yeah, there's always a way. It's a good way of looking at it. Wow. Yeah.